Let's get fruity. Let's get fruity tooty. I'm doing a fruity tutti pour today. Something bright, uplifting, something that we all need. I'm just excited to do something colourful again. As you know, the colours are my favourites, but I still love the earthy tone. So I'm going to use this 50 by 55 canvas, and I'm going to get fruity tutti. It's using the new DIY pouring medium that I've found works so well. I have done a mixing video separately, which I will link to this new pouring medium that I found. Well, I've created my own pouring medium, and it works fabulous. And it's a budget-conscious pouring medium than buying the commercially sold pouring mediums to add to your acrylic paint. But we're going to get on with the colours. So I'm going to just use up this last bit of white I have in here, if it'll allow me to, because it's been, yeah. Okay, I'm not going to bother with that right now. I've got some marbles in the bottom of that, which I always use to, when you shake it up, it helps the paint mix. And I've just thought that's probably what I need in my paint that I've got there that won't mix. So I'm just going to coat a little bit of white as my base. You don't have to do this, you can coat any colour you like. So I'm going to layer my fruity tutti colours next, and that's the exciting bit for me. So I will actually lay under there some green, so you've got to have a bit of greenery with your fruity tuttis. Here's the vegetables. I don't know how this is going to work, but we will we'll go with it. So that is the dark green. It might actually look fabulous popping up in between these real fruity colours. So I've got my lime green. That actually looks a little bit thick, but that's okay for a, well, it's okay usually for a dip to do thicker, which I've been doing. But this one is not going to be a dip. So we will see. So the beginning of the fruities is lime. So there's our lime. And then we're going to go some berry. There you go, there's a bit of berry in there, like maybe raspberry. It's going to be fruity. Fruity tooty toots. I'm going to go with strawberry next. This is going back, I think my very first pour I did on YouTube was this technique, style. So it is definitely going back to the ice ages. I think 6 or 7 years I've had a YouTube channel now. So this is the orange. So we're going oranges next. And I will go some lemon. So there's lots of citrus going on in here too. So this is the lemon. Probably so, she's pouring too much paint. It seems to worry people so much. But remember that this paint is less than 50% paint, because most of it is water and PVA glue with my homemade pouring medium. So you don't use a lot of actual paint. And anything that drips onto this waterproof paper I can scoop up, or I can dip into, or let the paper dry and take off the skins. There's so much I can do with it. So I'm just going to add, this is what I need to put some marbles in this container, because it will help the paint mix. This, I was mixing a big tub of my champagne gold. So I don't know what fruit the champagne resembles, but all I know is that when I add the champagne gold, which is custom colour I make, it adds a really nice shimmer through the rest of the paints because they're all metallics. Now I'm going to do I'm going to swipe in this beautiful black grape colour, but maybe I should just put a bit of that in there too. I'm going to swipe in it. So these paints have all been mixed the same, I've not put anything different in my swipe colour than the rest of the colours. So this is how well, when I've done the other pours in this paint, that it's worked. So just very slowly tilt your colours all over your canvas so they roll over each other, and in this way they don't seem to go muddy and mix, they just roll with each other. That's what I have found over the years. So Fruity Tutti pour, here we come. Just tip it up gently over your edges so it gives your edges then a really nice sort of covering in the paint with the different effect. So let's go down to the next corner. I'm sorry if this is going to go out of frame, but I don't want to try and turn it around, lose me momentum. So I'm going to plonk it down. Now tip it up to go over the bottom. Okay, I'll try and turn it around your way so you're seeing it go over the edges that are a lovely colour because I've tipped the paint over them. So let's head down that way. As I said, you can scoop up the paint off my waterproof paper and reuse it as a coating, or you can dip coasters or another canvas into that colour, and that will make some beautiful effects too. Tip it over the edge. Now this very bottom one. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely jubbly. Okay, super duper. So what I use to swipe with is this very soft plastic, it's a file divider that I got from the Office Works. I buy a whole pack of them and they last for ages because you just rewash them over and over again. So that is what I'm going to swipe it in. So I'm going to use this lovely Berry Delicious, this dark black grape or whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to do a thick layer of it because this is a bigger canvas. So yes, this does remind me of the first sort of venture into acrylic pouring, where I did these, started off just doing these pours all the time. These paints have got no silicone in, they've only got my new pouring medium. So that Berry Delicious. Just make sure you clean your canvas, your swipey tool off, because otherwise it will just muddy up your paints. Can you see those lovely little, oh, the cells that I'm getting from this paint? This pouring medium is just phenomenal, phenomenal. I'm not worried about that bit. I'm going to actually leave it, but I know it absolutely drives some people nuts when I leave a little bit like that, but it doesn't worry me. So remember, your art, your rules, your way. Let's give this, turn the whole thing around. I will be bringing you down to have a look at these absolute, Jilly! Oh my goodness, look what I've just done. But you know, I think you've always got to take it that happened for a reason. So we'll just, I'm not going to stress about it for sure. Remember, it's only paint, so I'm just going to leave that there, and I'm going to swipe down the opposite way, or the opposite side, should I say. So you just allow the very tip of your plastic to drop into the canvas, into the paint, and then draw it to you nice and slowly. No hurry, it's all about enjoying the process. So this so much reminds me of the old days. Anybody that there is quite a few out there that have followed me since day dot, and they will know what I mean. So let's put some heat on. Actually, I'm going to go back to what I used to use. Back in the day, I don't recommend this as a butane torch. You cannot use it if you're in rental properties, or some body corporates won't allow you to use it. Your rent won't, your insurance won't cover it. So better than the butane is the heat gun. But this is what I started off my art journey using, a heat butane torch. So I'm going to do this with a butane torch. Ooh. And you just very quickly and gently touch your canvas. It's actually not bringing up the cells like it used to in the old days, and I believe because when I first started acrylic pouring, I was actually putting silicone in my paint, and so that's not working the same. So I'm going to use my heat wand to see if that brings any more cells up. I'm going to do something off tether here. I'm going to add a little bit of my limoncello. Oh, that is nice, isn't it? Limoncello. I'm not an alcoholic, I was going to say. I'm not a big drinker, but I love limoncello. Oh, that's very nice with a bit of lemonade or something similar. So I'm just going to see, let's give this a go. Pretty this up even further. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. A surprise. Oh, itchy nose. Floating florals. Oh, that's, oh my nose, so itchy. Okay, this is different. Again, I'm gonna bring that little bit of whoopsie into the mix and do some little stems, so it just looks like these florals are floating in fruity goodness. I'll leave that for now. I'm gonna find my balloon, which is deflated into an egg. So I'm gonna give this a balloon kiss in the center. Oh, look at that. You can put these balloon kisses onto another canvas if you have one handy, or onto cardstock to make your own gift cards. You just press them on and create your own personalised gift card. I'm not getting as many cells come up as what I did when I first made my pouring medium up last week, and I'm thinking that it's because I added, I'm just thinking what's different. Maybe I can't even think what's different. It was exactly the same as the pouring medium when I first made it. I'm getting gorgeous cells, just not as many. So maybe I did this white colour too thick and it's not allowed all those lovely colours to come through. But there's another little tool in my arsenal that'll make those colours pop out, which you all know. If you follow me, you know what I'm going to do next. So keep your balloon pretty clean, cleanish, so as it doesn't sort of muddy up your paints, and then the balloon kisses will make the little fireworks, fireflies. When I bring you down, you will see that it brings, doing the balloon kisses brings all the colours that you know, all those yummy colours that you know are underneath, it brings them all back up. So if your paint feels a little it's falling in, go away and leave it for probably even half an hour. You could leave it for and come back, because that will allow the paint to absorb into the canvas and it will give you a better result with your balloon kisses. That's my advice to anyone that's having trouble. Or it can be, if your paints are falling in, that simply your paint is too thick or too thin, because then it all just falls back in. Oh, that green's coming through and it looks like it's the stem, so that looks beautiful. Happy Jan. So you do not have to do the balloon kisses, but it is my signature. That's why people buy my art. They want to buy it with the balloon kisses in it. So there you go. Maybe one day, when I'm dead and gone, it'll be collector's items. Well, they are collector's items now. I do get collectors buy collections of my paintings, which is really nice. I've got a cellar that has my paintings, so there you go. Anyway, gonna hear the boring bits. So you can do whatever you like from there on, but that is a floating Fruity Tutti bloom. Fruity Tutti. Love, love, love that. Love it. Really looks as though those blooms are 3D, just floating. I'm going to bring you down for a little look-see. Yes, I was going to bring you down, but the film was missing from my camera, so I mustn't have pressed the button for it to film. I'm a silly jilly. But anyway, I'm really, really pleased with it. It's dried beautifully. It just looks bright and vibrant, and it always cheers me up, pieces like this. So I hope you enjoyed it too, and even give it a go. So a bright and vibrant one for today, and I'll be on with the next one soon. So please take care. Bye for now.